See, I don't ask my audience what they want. I tell them what they want. I tell them what they want, and then they like it.
No.
Welcome to Jobbed Out, the wrestling editorial that reminds you WWE's been so obsessed with budget cuts, they've outsourced their graphics department to some guy on Fiverr. 2021 has been such an awful year for NXT, hasn't it? Ever since USA Network moved the show from Wednesdays to Tuesdays, not only has the wrestling community just kinda stopped talking about it, but they've been the hardest hit brand when it comes to Nick Khan and Vince McMahon slashing the roster. We've seen dozens of performers cut by this point, including some who were fired before their final matches even aired. We've seen champions embarrassed, a general hostility towards their own audiences, and Vince McMahon's general disdain for the brand has never been more obvious. In the last month alone, after firing 3 former champions in the company, a bunch of new decrees had come into play. No midgets! No one in their 30s. Most recently adding no indie workers, which is just a slap in the face of the entire purpose of NXT, which was to transition indie workers into the WWE style. Not only that, but this goes against everything WWE has ever known. Don't forget, a majority of the biggest names in the 80s and 90s were castaways from WCW, AWA, Memphis, and other territories and independents. But this is the gem wrestling fans have been losing their minds about. Remember when justifying the last round of cuts, they claimed there was going to be a revamped NXT, new format, graphics package, and even a new logo? Well, on this week's episode of Smackdown, we got to see that new logo, and whew, wow. Wow. Say goodbye to the black and gold and say hello to the tie-dye brand, ladies and gentlemen. Was this logo commissioned to Art Attack? Is Nickelodeon the show's new sponsor? Was this a leftover concept for the NXT Kids pilot that never made air? Jesus. You know, it could work for NXT UK if you swap the Wale track for the Austin Powers theme.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
Now, I've seen some people trying to defend this change by just blaming the times, cancel culture, and political correctness and so forth. But a lot of these companies have reasons for why they change with the times. Sometimes to distance themselves from an unsavory past. Sometimes just to convey that their new product is simpler and more user-friendly. This is just awful. It looks like they just wanted something to fit on the top left corner of the screen. But the significance of the rainbow paint? Somebody's gonna have to explain this one to me. So in short, I don't like it. I haven't liked any of the changes they've made really, but ultimately that doesn't matter. NXT isn't the brand that I associate with anymore. It's no longer the WWE Network's hidden gem every week. Maybe McMahon saw how NXT's viewer base is almost as old as he is, and he wanted to appeal to a hip, younger crowd with bright colors and homegrown stars in their early 20s that didn't make it big somewhere else. I just don't have high hopes for this though. Historically, NXT has been drastically changed a few times just because Vince has no attachment to it. It's not his project, it's not his baby. It's Triple H's. They've taken away Trips' favorite wrestlers, they've taken away his attachment to hard rock and metal music, they've taken every big star he's built and then turned them into Fandango. They've even taken away the importance of his style of booking and how a show is formatted. I'm waiting for Trips at this point to pull a Shane and leave the company to go sell cable boxes in China with how little power he's had. Of course, though, this is all just my opinion, so I do gotta ask, what do you think of the new NXT logo change? Are you looking forward to them hitting the reset button on the show's format? Do you think they can catch fire with the new changes, or are they just trying to find an excuse so that they can pull the plug like they did with the NXT game show or with ECW on Sci-Fi? Let me know what you think in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for more, because I want you to be a part of this conversation too. For now though, I better get my shoulders off the mat, so thank you for tuning in to Jobbed Out. I'll catch you next time. Jesus, that thing is ugly.